this was the stance. As long as the heel were inside.
Ready?
Here's Dad,
Oh, hang on.
in the middle of Olympia, ready to set a world record for slowest time. On your marks, get set. Are you set? Because I said get, okay, go! Oh, and he trips on a rock and falls. Now ready to actually run. Here he is, John Porter, with his feet not in the right position. You would be disqualified. On your marks, get set, go! There he goes, off to a steady start. And the cute little Asian is quickly following. Oh, there he is, running to the end. And there goes Danny, like a lightning bolt, quickly catching up to John Porter. John Porter still has not reached the end of the track. He is still running to the end of the track. Does he know he has to double back? I don't know, but I am quite sure that he will not be running. Almost hitting halfway, and me with Parkinson's holding the camera. Oh, and there goes Josh, like a quick rabbit. Crosses the finish line. Someone get this man some water.
Headwind down there.
And here comes Danny, running like a pure athlete, like a true Olympian god. Woo! Danny. And he crosses the finish line. And there goes his brothers into a storm of dust. And there's Josh crossing the finish line, barely out of breath. And here comes Jake, gingerly sauntering his way across, almost hitting half point. Oh, and I wasn't even videotaping him. Here he comes, across the finish line with his blue trainers.
It's like the first time I've run since I broke my ankle.
And he still has not crossed the finish line. There we go. Last time I said, okay, I'll be back, and then I wasn't back. Not getting very good at this video journaling. Yesterday, we went to Olympia in Greece, and I thought it was gonna be really boring because it was like all ruins and stuff. It's all just like broken pillars and stuff. And then we went to this racetrack, and it was like this super long path, and it was great. And Dad ran the whole thing, so he can officially say that he ran what the first Olympians ran. And then me and Mom went halfway. Dad got whistled for the second time in the Vatican. The first time was in Florence for standing up on a bench that people were sitting on, which makes no sense. And then he got whistled again for standing up on a bench. So he stands up and he's like videotaping. He could have just gone like that, but he stood up instead. And then he hears this, and he's like thinking like, oh, what's that? Is it a fire alarm? Is it a theft? And then he's like looking around at the source of the whistle, and he like looks at guard and he's looking at him and he's going and he's pointing right at Dad, and Dad's like, oh sorry. So he gets down, the security guard just gives him a thumbs up and like smiles and stuff, because obviously he was just too lazy to cross the courtyard. Oh, it's really depressing because everyone loves Danny. He's just hilarious, right? For this random thing called prom, where you just go and you're like, excuse me, where you just go to prom and you like, you vote for people in certain categories. So there's like best dressed, there's like prom king, queen, there's class clown and all that. And so Danny, I was thinking like, oh yeah, Danny could get any girl to go to prom with him, and no one is saying yes, and it's really depressing because it's like, everybody loves me as a brother and nobody actually wants to go to prom with me. And I'm like, oh, poor Danny. I don't know if I told you I fell down the stairs. Yes, I did. But the bruises are looking pretty bad now. Actually, I might be able to show you. So here's the knee skin. There's a bruise here, then a skin foot. I am a failure at walking, but it's all in the name of fashion. And you can tell I've overslept because I'm not like blah 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 blah. I'm like blah 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 blah. My parents are bringing me breakfast in bed for the past 2 days because I've just been like rolling around in bed, not getting up for an hour. And they're like, we're going to Lido. I'm like, cool. And then they come back with like a fruit salad and I'm like, oh, dope. I was on my computer and I was looking through like all my photos and I had the planking photos and people were like, oh, what's planking? And then I showed them and they're like, oh my god, that's awesome. So I got a group of people and we legit just planked all over the boat and it was amazing. The only non-amazing part was that Fuad lost his glasses. Like, oh my god, the planking photos are so funny and they're so awesome. There's one of Danny and he's on the floor and he took a telephone and he like put it to his ear, but his face is on the ground, so it just looks like a telephone wire with this body lying on the ground. Oh my god, it's so funny. Yeah, I found planking buddies. How cool is that? In your face. And the Smallwood and Lauren and Nat and all you people. Turns out there's a lot of people who rented cabanas. Oh, okay, so parents are super duper looking into booking another cruise. They want to split costs and all that. They're like, oh, I don't know who to go with. And so I was like, hold the phones. What about the Nielsen's? And they're like, oh, what about the Nielsen's? I was like, okay, because me and Amy had like a 1 month sesh where we like intensely were looking into cruises together. So we were like, blah, blah, look at this deal, and like, oh, where should we go, what airline? And like we were intensely looking into getting a cruise together, and then like it just didn't happen. Like I think we're gonna do it for the summer, and then I was like, oh, what do you think about this, mom and dad? They're like, oh yeah, sure. And it just went whoosh. But now they're thinking about it, so once it's in their head, it might, or like it's more possible for it to happen. So Amy Nelson, we might be going on a cruise together. What do you think? Huh? Like we were thinking doing another Europe cruise, maybe like an Ireland, England ones where you hit like Liverpool and all these places. No, it wouldn't be like a, like you guys do back-to-backs, right? So why am I asking Cameron a question? I don't know. You guys do back-to-backs, I believe. Like we couldn't do that, I think, because like my mom's working on that. We do a week with you, or like a 12-day, and then like you'd have the other 12-day or a week to yourself, which would be like nice for you. Like I know I would like that. No offense or anything. No offense. Like you know what I mean though. Like fat. Like okay, you know what I mean, right? Oh god, this is bad. Okay. Oh god, and the water still doesn't wash my face off, and every time I take a shower, I feel like my hair's still dirty. I'm just gonna like not use conditioner. Well, okay, maybe I should. Maybe I just wash my hair with conditioner. Huh. No, that wouldn't work. Ew, gross. But someone was like, Steph, your hair's so soft. I'm like, listen to this. That's dry as hell. No way. Amy Winehouse died yesterday. A lot of people want to meet you guys. Like, a lot of people in the loft want to meet you too.
Why?
Because they think you're awesome.
Why?
Because I tell them all about you and how awesome you are. And like,
You are totally awesome. Now,
What do you mean?
because you are
awesome?
totally.
can we pack up? We're going to go up from the deck and get out of the room.
Yep, okay. I'm out.
Pack up.
Bye.